Mhm. I'm about to check right now.
Hold on.
See? It's still saying waiting for Lakers traffic. Is yours live? You see, that's yours right there. Click on it.
Hold on, because I'm about to do it right now. Oh yeah, we live.
There we go. Okay,
We might
so
need
it's
you might need to connect to the Wi-Fi. That's what happened.
yeah.
Because I was looking at your bars.
The boars? Are you
Yeah,
from
your
Cat?
bar.
That's a bump, nigga. Oh, there we go. Now, okay, now I see it.
Okay. Your bars, your bars.
Oh, I need to turn it down.
Yeah, I was about to say. I was like, I can still hear us.
Yeah.
So, how's everybody doing? Happy New Year! Welcome to Lakers Traffic.
Mm-hmm.
How was your Christmas and New Year?
You was with the family,
Oh
dog.
yeah, I
So
was
yeah,
with you
yeah,
on
exactly.
Christmas.
On Christmas,
No, before Christmas.
for Christmas,
Yeah,
yeah,
before
because you had to
Christmas.
work.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. It was good to spend time with the family, the whole family, which is very rare. I don't have no family that lives in Georgia anymore, even though we all was born here,
Oh
and none of
yeah.
them are here anymore. So we all,
Everybody's all over the place.
yeah. That's what life takes you, right?
Yep.
I
Yep.
mean, shout out to the people that life took them to like a whole different country, right? And they started it like your parents, my
Oh
parents.
yeah.
They left Nigeria and came over here and started a whole new life, a whole new, generation. Because then you're gonna pass on you'll have kids, right? And then they'll have kids, and that's a whole new generation. But
Yeah.
Christmas was good. I don't know. I think the older I get, the more Christmas doesn't really feel
Mm,
like Christmas. But it's good to see the nieces and the nephews and the kids, and them having that reaction on their face when they get their Christmas gifts.
yeah, me, I was sick.
Yeah, COVID,
I don't I don't know what it was.
flu.
Maybe I just knew
There
that
was something like
I
there was
just
this bug going around during
yeah,
Christmas.
my back was hurting.
Yeah,
My back was hurting. I had a headache. I was hot, cold at the same time.
it sounds like the flu.
Um, what else? Yeah, I was struggling. I couldn't sleep.
Couldn't have been malaria. That's Nigerian malaria. When you got
Nah,
that chills in
no.
Nigeria,
It wasn't malaria. I know how malaria feel. I had that thing about a good 5, 6 times.
I don't think you can be in Nigeria without having it at least 10 times. So you need to increase your numbers.
And then I caught it when I got back here
Mm, mm, mm. One mosquito was like, I'm going to follow this boy to
to
America.
America.
As soon as you open up your luggage, that thing just attack you on the neck. Outside. Got you on the neck.
Man. But nah, but yeah, I mean my whole yeah, so I was really just in bed trying to recover from
Was anybody
um,
disappointed
what do you mean?
Christmas, like with their gifts? Let's get into like the whole, because some people they ask for
No,
something.
we didn't do gifts. We did do
No, I'm
gifts, but
talking
it
about
wasn't a
the
big
the
deal.
the the people tuned in right now. What kind of gifts were you happy with what you got? Did your significant other listen, or they
Oh
just went
shit.
out last minute and went to like a
Over here promote
Canada Dry?
yeah.
They might just send us a check.
Hey, do that. Do that.
We won't call it Canada Dry traffic, but we'll have Canada Dry all over this table. But I saw this one video, right?
hmm
And this guy had put in a shoebox, and he had wrapped up the shoebox. And this lady, his girl, his significant other, they were opening up gifts, and she opened up her gift, and you could see the disappointment in her face. And she dips in and she sees that the light bill's been paid, the rent's been paid, her car note's been
Oh, I
paid,
saw that. I
the
saw that.
credit card's been
Yeah, I
paid.
saw that.
And she's like, that's not what I asked for. I asked you to give me some Victoria's Secret and this I don't know if it was a Prada bag or whatever she wanted, but that's not what she asked for. Right? Now, who's wrong in the fact that you could have used that same money that you were going to use to pay those bills to go buy what you wanted, right?
Yeah.
You probably could have saved some because I mean it's probably cheaper than paying a car note, your cell phone, your credit
So
card.
you saying they shouldn't have paid the bill?
He shouldn't. No, him paying the bill was a good thing,
Okay,
but
okay.
this at the exact same time, a lot of women, I think most women they get off of the thought of you getting them something and not just going out there and saying, I took care of your bills. You can log on to the internet and do all of that in like 5 seconds. But
The funny thing though, I don't know about you, but me, it doesn't really matter what you get me as long as you just thought.
that's a thought process. That's what
Yeah.
the girls are saying. Like,
No, it depends on what you get them. You can't just get them anything.
no, no, no. I think that there are certain girls out there that, yes, you're right, they are materialistic, but for the most part, I'm not saying go out there and go tie-dye a shirt and say, I love you and give it to her and think that
No.
that's the thought that counts.
Funny enough, but the funny thing though, if somebody did that for me, I'll be happy with that. And I'll be rocking that shirt.
Most men would. We're not talking about men.
No, I'm just saying.
Well, me too. I would be. I don't think I would rock it. I would put it in the closet.
Rock it.
So that every time she says, "Where that shirt?" I'm like, "It's in the closet." Because once I start wearing it, I might get pissed off when they just throw it in the trash. But if it's in that closet somewhere tucked back there, at least that's a thought that counts.
Because I be thinking about it, I'm like when I look back at when I was a kid, I was like, I wanted this, I wanted that. Now you can just get me a pair of socks, and I'll be like, man, I really do appreciate this. I'm dead ass. I am dead ass. I'm so serious.
Okay, so let me tap into your mind right now. When you say that if somebody got you socks, you'd be okay with it.
Yeah.
What are you gifting them?
Most likely what they wanted.
Okay,
or something nice.
My point says, I want a Louis Vuitton Prada bag.
If I can't get it, you're not getting it. But if I can get it, you can get it. It's that simple. But I'm going to give them something nice. I'm going to get them something really nice.
So I'm just saying, picture the fact that you went and you could afford it. Hold on, you could afford this.
My mom for Christmas got me a back brace. You know how much I just love the fact that
that's a mother to son gift.
No,
it doesn't. My mom can call me right now and be like, I cooked you a whole bunch of food for Christmas. You just warmed my heart up.
But it doesn't.
Now, this is what I want you to picture though. Hold on, because I need to tap into your mind. You do go buy that Prada bag, and that Prada bag costs like $800. Don't bring up the fact that if I got it, I'll go get it. If I don't, I don't. I'm saying you went and you got it, right? And then Christmas comes around, and then you guys are exchanging gifts. And then you give her gift. She opens it up. She's like, "Oh my God, Laya! Oh my God, we finna have a baby tonight." She's so happy. And then you are like, okay. She's like, okay, you ready for yours? And you open yours up, and it's 2 pairs of Nike socks.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God.
I'm fine with it.
This nigga is dead.
I'm dead. No. I'm dead. Why is it so hard to believe I'm not that difficult?
Because I believe that if you were no, it's not that. I believe that if you were out there buying her the Prada bag, you already have 25 pairs of Nike socks in your closet, in your dresser.
And guess what? Some of them might have holes by now.
Keyword, you said some of them. But you're the kind of person that because you could afford to buy her that Prada bag, when you see those holes in it, you know what you do? I'm going to give it a Goodwill. And then you keep on rocking the ones that don't have holes. So again, I truly believe that gifting is a mindset that includes your budget. If you can see yourself out there gifting your girl a Chanel bag that costs $2,500, you are not expecting you to get a pair of Nike socks in a freaking box and that says Merry Christmas.
Well, to be honest with you, I'm not really expecting anything, to be real with you.
Lou says you're capping.
I'm not capping. I don't really expect anything. I'm to be honest, if I don't get anything, my
You've never been disappointed?
I've been disappointed. That's why things don't disappoint me now.
Disappointment is not like a disease that comes and goes. Disappointment is an emotion.
Yeah.
That happens consistently when you get disappointed.
I can't remember the last time. I can't remember the last time that I was disappointed in a gift that somebody has given me.
Your expectations are low then.
It's because I don't expect anything.
Am I wrong?
I don't expect anything from anybody. Because why? Because I don't. The
you
reason
shouldn't expect
exactly. So why should? So if somebody was thinking about me and just said, "Hey,
Now, let's break it down to
Here,
your significant other.
okay,
Let's not bring it to parents or friends.
if my girl just out of the blues just said, "Hey, I was thinking about you. I thought that you might need this."
Let's go ahead and still paint it to my scenario. It's Christmas. Let's not bring up the other things. I want you to really understand your worth, right?
Okay.
She's been telling you she wants his bag. You've been telling her that you need to upgrade your PlayStation 4. Did they make a PlayStation 4 or was it a 3 then a 5? Whatever it was, but you want to upgrade to a 5. You've been telling her that you want a PlayStation 5 for the longest. And you go and buy her this bag that she wants.
Okay.
And then she gets you Nike socks. You're telling me you're not going to be disappointed?
That's different. That means I asked her. But my point is, I don't ask people for anything, so I don't expect anything from anybody. If my girl gives me something, she's most likely giving me something that most likely she feels that I need.
Kev, you got nothing in return versus what Mo is saying, which Mo is saying that he doesn't expect.
I don't expect anything.
And he won't be disappointed if he went out there and bought her something that was very lavish that she wanted. And then in return, he got something very, very basic. But he said he'll be, oh man, I'm happy. Thank you. I needed these.
No, that's different from me. If I ask you for something, that's different. I'm saying that
you never asked for it. You just said
I can't remember the last time I can't remember the last time I've asked my girl, any girl, for anything for Christmas or for my birthday.
You don't ask for stuff for Christmas.
I don't.
No, people in general don't. You get the gift. That's the thing I'm trying to get you to understand is that a gift is them trying to show what you're worth to them.
But you said I asked them, though. That's what you said. In your scenario, you said I asked for a PlayStation 5 or whatever. I'm saying that I don't ask for anything. So number one, I
did say that, and I will take that back. The fact that was a wrong choice of words. I'm saying when it comes to Christmas, you know, if you're in a relationship, you know what your girl has been eyeing.
Okay.
So whether your girl,
you better tell me. Tell me.
No. Because you guys can be going to the mall and she says, "Ooh, I really like this." Or she sends you a DM and she says, "What do you think about this?"
Yeah, tell me.
Those are clues. She's not telling you. She's giving you clues. That's how women give clues.
If you tell me, like, you're basically telling me. You're basically telling me because if I get it for you, you're not going to be upset about it.
No. So you're basically gave you the clue that she likes this.
That she wants it.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
So but she didn't ask. She's giving you clues, bro.
I know, but you're telling me you like it. So if you're
that's why she sent it to you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So if you're telling me you like it, that means you're telling me that's what you want.
But she didn't tell you to buy it because she could probably buy it herself. She probably wants your opinion. Say, do you think this will look nice on me? Yeah. And then you say, yeah.
Okay, so if she likes it,
and then she waits week 1, week 2, you don't get it, and then she goes and gets it herself.
Yeah, that's
versus. You know Christmas is coming around. And you know your girl. So you know certain stuff that okay, people are like MC saying that Mo ain't lying based on the question. If your girl gets you socks but expects a bag, she doesn't like you.
Maybe I over exaggerate, even though I am good on some pair of socks, just pair. But for Christmas, if you get, like I said, when I'm giving something, most likely somebody's giving me something that they think that most likely I would need and I would use.
Yeah. Versus what you would want.
Versus what I would want. If I want something, I'll just go get it myself. Yes. If I want something, I'll just go get it myself.
And I prefer to go get it myself because then nobody can come back and say, well, you got it because
now,
of me.
If someone gives me a present that they think that I would need like, oh, I got you a nice dress shirt. I got you some new slacks. Yeah, or I got you some new boots or shoes or something. Yeah, I'm going to be grateful. I'm going to be happy that I got it, and I'm going to rock it because.
Can you be grateful and disappointed? Is it possible? Like, thank you for this gift, but this is not what I wanted. Let us know in the comments. Can you be grateful and disappointed? In other words, you asked for the new PlayStation, but she got you an Xbox. You're grateful,
Are you really grateful if you're disappointed though?
That's the question. I want people
right. That's like, are you really? Because that's where I'm kind of have that mixed emotion, because if you're grateful, then you wouldn't be disappointed. You'd be like, oh snap, But if you're like, because it's like it's something that you feel in your heart.
Mm-hmm.
So if you feel if in your heart you feel it like, this really isn't what I want. Are you really grateful
that you went out your way to try to get me something that I wanted? The PlayStation could have been sold out. So she said, and she might not be a gamer. She's like, isn't it the same? You know how, girl? Come on, son. Come on. You know how. What's another soccer game that FIFA we used to play? Was it 11 something? It was
FIFA, and then there was Pro Evolution.
Pro Evolution.
Pro Evolution.
You know what we play now?
Yeah.
Imagine your girl coming home and saying, I know you wanted that new soccer game. Here we go.
Pro Evolution.
You throw that shit right out the door.
Like, you know what? That would disappoint. You see me play this shit all the time. Sorry, not that me say that, but
and you see it all the time.
Yeah, Pro Evolution,
EA Sports.
You gotta go look hard to find Pro Evolution.
You went to GameStop. They told you FIFA was sold out. You know what you said? Do you know what your girl?
What else do you got?
Exactly. What else do you have that is soccer? She did ask what store has FIFA. She said, "Well, what is similar?"
You know what? I would be disappointed. You're right.
And then
what? That might be the only thing that might disappoint.
I can see your face.
I was like,
I can be like, you look at him like, thanks. I don't want to do with this shit.
You try it once. I might try it once.
Before you say, babe, I'm about to take out the trash. You go right back to GameStop. Why do you sell this shit? Why did you sell it too high? Let's see some of the comments. It says, yeah, you can. I can be grateful for the new tires, but I'm disappointed because what new tires are Chris? Lou is answering like a female. She's like, I wanted jewelry, I wanted heels, I wanted a purse, but you got me some brand new I appreciate the tires.
I'm grateful.
Yeah.
But this ain't what I wanted. Okay.
Kevy Kev says that, sure, why not? Grateful because you don't have to play with dice.
Yeah, you could always be playing crap,
and you disappointed because you prefer to have that PlayStation, because on that PlayStation you can download a dice game, right? You can almost download
anything.
Yep.
Oh my goodness, that was funny.
Because Lou says, because I need the tires, yes, but I'm disappointed,
because it's unexpected.
Can you imagine on Christmas? You'd be like, I got your gift. And she'd be like, what is it? You go to the closet, you just roll out like 4 tires.
You're rolling it out. One of them be wrapped.
It's wrapped. You're rolling it, one of them hit her on the leg.
Guess what it is, baby?
She's like, a Lamborghini.
Well, they use these tires.
And I promise you, any man that does this, and you go and get your girl, your wife, your fiance, your significant other, some used tires,
the
relationship is over, bro.
Now, I'm not trying to sound.
And I know people's budgets are different.
No, I was gonna ask. Will they really know if it's used or not? I'm just saying. Not all people know.
So you say you can finesse it?
You can.
You can get 4 tires for like $120 and tell them like, look, they brand new. You know that little scratch because they was rolling that tire.
And it hit the wall.
That little bald spot right there.
It hit the wall.
They gave me a little discount for that one. I'll tell you about it later.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so I think they're all in agreement that you can be grateful.
Okay.
Yet disappointed at the same time.
Yeah, you explain. Yeah.
Because I feel like if
don't get me no Pro Evolution. Like that's the only if you want to disappoint me, get me Pro Evolution. If you really want to see despair on my face, get me Pro Evolution.
And it's the people that wear their disappointment on their face when you ask.
And you'll see mine.
That's why I'm talking to you, nigga. That's why I brought it up, bro. I'd be like, hey, bro, happy birthday. I got you this soccer game. And then he's like, bro, what the fuck? That's the first thing Mo's gonna say. What the F? Why you is this a joke? You know? And I'm like, nah, this was the last soccer. Did you said you like playing soccer, right? So if you're going to really, because not especially nowadays, men are not the only gamers. If you're trying to gift your significant other a game console, please do extensive research.
Yeah, because I think that might be the only thing that could make a guy be like
very disappointed.
You don't listen to me.
A guy that
you don't care.
Like my wife, she wants a divorce. I'm like, what happened? Bro, how long have you known me? And this is what actually gets y'all in even more trouble. When your homeboy or your homegirl come over and they're like, how long have you known me? And Mo says, I've known you my whole life. What console have you always seen me play?
Oh yeah, Xbox.
And he says that. And I'm like, look at what look at what she got me. Bro, it's not even it's a PlayStation, like a PlayStation 4. It's not even a 5. And she got me some used controllers. Oh my God. Kev says, as somebody who's bought used tires, they come in handy. You're right. I believe that everything comes in handy based on your budget. I also believe that there are a lot of things out there that people could do to save money, but they don't want to do it because they see it as it being a cheap or a broke thing to do.
Yeah.
Like, you can go out there and get you 4 very, very good used tires.
Yeah.
But then people be like, hell no, I ain't never gonna get no used tires on my 2008 Kia Optima that got TVs on the inside. Why are you driving around with a 2008 Kia with TVs on the inside? You know you can buy these things off Amazon, right? You can hook it up. You know, like your car got that touch screen.
Oh, yeah.
You can go on Amazon and it's like a 7-inch iPad. I was very close when I said that 7-inch. Now I'm doing this right. It's like an iPad. You hook it up to your cigarette thing, and then it stands like on your whole dashboard. And you got a whole touch screen.
Oh,
you can play Spotify. You can watch a new Jackie Chan movie. You can order egg roll. You can order.
Well, actually, speaking of using other people's things that they don't use anymore, we actually have to get into the topic at hand.
Yeah. I want to get your opinion on our beloved but disturbed brother, Katie Katt Williams. I'm gonna let you start this off, bro.
Well, we all know what happened.
No, there's some people out there that they might have gone to Africa. They just got back. They don't know what's going on.
Well, Katt Williams went and how do you say started World War III
within the
within the comedy community. Yeah. And so he just started calling people out.
Name like people he called out.
He called out Cedric the Entertainer. He called out Steve Harvey, Kevin Hart,
Mike Epps,
Michael Blackson. No, not Mike Epps. It was Chris Tucker.
Michael Blackson. Ricky Smiley.
Yes, Ricky Smiley. And then he also called out Martin Lawrence.
Kevin Hart,
yes.
About everybody that's worn a dress.
Yeah. Basically. And Ludacris.
And Ludacris' his wife.
And Ludacris, yeah.
His wife. Ludacris went into the studio. I'm on Instagram just, going through, and boom, I see Ludacris in the studio just dissing the heck out of it because they said somebody had to cut their braids and cut the little sideburn.
Oh yeah, the
whatever he had.
Because him and Katt, they used to have those fancy looking those fancy sideburns. But I mean, my question for you: do you think he's lying?
I don't think he had all of his facts right, but I think that he was for the most part, he was speaking He was speaking based on what he saw and what he witnessed. And then some of the stuff he said, I truly believe that somewhere along the line, something happened to Cat Williams, and because they said it. They said at one point Cat had like all the roles, everything was to his disposal, and then he started to. I think Kevin Hart was the one that said this, and you can go on YouTube and watch The Breakfast Club where he says they asked him, said, "What do you think happened to me?" And Kevin says, "Drugs."
Drugs.
You know, and maybe Cat is clean now, but the life keeps moving, right? So whatever he went through back then that somehow caused him to not be at the top where he's at right now, I feel like he's taking his frustration out on. Because I'm going to ask you this one question: when he went on Uncle Shay, when he went on Unc Shay Shay or whatever it's called, Shay Shay Club Shay Shay, my bad. And it sounds like a really
like the Boom Boom Room.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, you could have named it something. But when he went on that podcast, right? Can you tell me, out of everything he said, what caused him to say what he said? Everybody's saying that people have been talking about him. People have been talking about him, and he finally responds. Why didn't he respond on a stand-up? Why did he respond on a special? And they put it like how Chris Rock responded. Chris Rock responded to the slap of Will Smith on his special and got a whole bunch of money. Why is it that he went for almost every successful Black comedian that has been in address, but didn't address the white people that have done the same thing? Is it because it's not his community, or because he wanted to just specifically come out and attack our community?
Well, I think he. Number one, he had. I believe he had grievances with some of those people. Well, I think a lot of those people that he mentioned. Kevin Hart said that he's on drugs. Cat Williams says it's not true.
You believe that?
I don't know.
Based on go back to 2017.
I've never seen him doing drugs.
No, not doing it. Or your behavior can tell you that if you're on something, just like you can tell somebody's drunk. Let's be real. He got beat up by a 17-year-old.
Does that mean he was on drugs?
That means that his mind wasn't right.
How many adults get into fights with people that are I'm saying random out.
No, we're talking about a celebrity. That's why we don't veer off topic.
No, I'm not veering off topic because the only difference between a celebrity and us is that they have money and status. That's it. But they are regular people just like us.
I'm not disputing that. Fortunately, we are only talking about Cat Williams because he's a celebrity. We're not talking about regular people. So if you can mention another celebrity.
But if you, I don't know how many people that are celebrities, but people get into fights. People don't know. Some people don't know how to control their temper.
They do.
Some people are very emotional beings. For what I could tell by Cat Williams is that he's a very emotional person.
That's why he went out and said what he said. He's a hurt person that wanted to hurt people.
Well, I think that he wears his emotions on his sleeve. So if he doesn't like you, he doesn't like you.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
Right. And so he's the type of person that he's the type of person that he will say it in front of everybody and he's not going to say it behind your back. How many people don't like other people that act like, oh yeah, we're all cool, buddy, but in real life, they don't mess with each other for real. If somebody stole his jokes and he wants to confront the accusation that he didn't steal it, I don't see the issue with that. If he wants to talk about, because even though Bernie Mac did say it also, he said comedians steal other people's jokes.
He said
he didn't call out no names. The only difference,
he said the worst place to practice your new jokes is in front of other comedians. Because you practice that joke today, you're gonna be on the couch tomorrow, and somebody else is telling that joke. It's a ruthless game out there.
Yeah.
people steal bars with rapping. Right?
I mean, look what's happening. Look what Boosie doing to everybody that's using his stuff. He's saying, hey, you're gonna have to
pay up.
Pay up.
I'm gonna see you in court.
So I mean, I get. I mean, yeah, him going after the people, but he's exposing how the game really is. I mean, if we're being honest,
what was his point?
I guess to put a light out about it.
To whom?
To the audience, to the world.
Those audience,
to the world, because there might be
people. Very real with me. Those audience, they're going to automatically stop tuning into Kevin Hart's movies.
But I'm saying the reason I'm saying that it's not. But it might. Maybe it's not to.
Steve Harvey's bank account is going to go down $1 because of what he said.
That's not the. I don't think that's the point.
What was his point? That's what I'm
asking. The point is for other people that might want to be going into this comedian game, to other people that were that weren't appreciated for the work that they've done. He's bringing light to, because perfect example what he brought up about the Mark Curry and the Steve Harvey thing.
Why did he mention Eddie Murphy?
He didn't.
Why didn't he? Eddie Murphy dress.
No, not only that. I think he actually respects Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy was in a dress.
But I think it's more than just being in a dress.
He called out every man that has been in Hollywood that has worn a dress.
Yes,
what has Tyler Perry done to him? He called out Tyler Perry.
I don't know, but I'm saying I don't believe he has any issue. I think he actually genuinely respects Eddie Murphy. Upon him being in a dress, Eddie Murphy is still one of the most iconic comedians
he's top 5 greatest black comedians of
exactly. So
his longevity.
And I believe he knows that. I believe he actually genuinely respects Eddie Murphy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he respects Cedric. I don't think he respects Steve Harvey. I don't think he respects Kevin Hart. So
those are the difference out there that this is a story about Kevin Hart. I mean, Cat Williams, that people need to go look up. There's a comedian that said when Cat Williams was still on the up and coming, excuse me, and they were at a mall. Steve Harvey was at the mall, and Cat was there with his 2 sons. And Cat had his 2 sons had seen Steve Harvey was in the building, and they wanted to go get his autograph. And they came back and told Cat. The kids came back and told Cat. Steve Harvey said he's not doing no autographs. Blah blah blah. So Cat said, "Go back there and tell him that you're Cat Williams' son." So they went back to him and they said, "Hey, I'm Cat Williams' son." And Steve Harvey looked at both those boys and said, "Who the fuck is Cat Williams?" That is one that has to be. And I want you to picture yourself, your 2 kids going up to a select, and you're on an up and coming, and then you become somebody. You think you're ever going to forgive that person for? So you have to understand that Kevin, even though his facts are facts in a lot of people's eyes, Cat is coming from hurt and hate from what happened to him in the past with a lot of incidences. Let me tell you something. Cat is not the only comedian out there that has either been blackballed. He's not the only comedian out there that has been told to wear a dress. He's not the only comedian out there that has been put through what he's been put through. I am going to stand on the fact that I believe Cat Stacks, I keep calling Kevin Hart because Kevin Hart is the person that I'm thinking about. Cat Williams is looking at Kevin and he's saying, "That's all mine."
Yes, private.
And at one point, Cat was there because Charlamagne asked Kevin, "What happened?" And Kevin said, "I took my platform and I promoted everybody under me." The Hart production thing. Have you ever seen the? Yeah. Have you ever seen the show on FX, Lil Dicky show?
Yeah.
That's Kevin Hart's. He's the production behind that.
Okay.
He has Tiffany Haddish is under him. He has many people under him.
I don't think that's
but it doesn't have to be something to brag about. It's you bringing people up. You think that if you were a CEO of if you were a CEO of a record label, you're gonna like everybody that you signed? You're not going to, but they're bringing you money.
According to Cat Williams, Cat Williams does the same thing.
Who has Cat Williams brought up under him?
I don't know specifically, but from what I hear every time he goes on tour, he brings about a good 40 something comedians to open up for it.
Have you watched his stand up?
That's great. I think that's great.
No, have you watched? You heard that? Have you seen that actually happen? We need to actually research the fact that what you're saying. He brings 40 comedians to open for him
on his tours, on his tours. Yes.
When was the last time he went? My point is still being that when Cat was at his peak, he didn't have what Kevin is doing right now. How Kevin is bringing up people under him and he's putting them in positions. You know, another person I respect that does that a lot. What's the Jewish guy that was Adam Sandler? If you watch almost any Adam Sandler movie, he has the same people in all the movies. Yeah, especially him. He keeps him in every movie. Yeah. That's the reason why I believe Rob is able to pay his bills till today. When he became what he became, because now he has his own production company called Happy Gilmore, Adam Sandler. So whenever he produces anything that's a Happy Gilmore, everybody that's on that production team, they eat.
Okay.
Cat is generous. I've heard this many times. I'm not taking that away from him at all. I'm still asking you right now, because you said Tiffany Haddish is nobody to brag about. You're absolutely right. There's a basketball player right now on a team that has nothing to brag about, but he's on that team. We talked about Josh Giddey. But he's still playing, right?
Yeah, I don't agree with that either.
But he's still playing.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm not. The thing is that I'm not denying everything that you're saying about Kevin Hart. We all know what he's doing.
Yes, MC giving money after shows. Yeah, I that's why I had to say that. Everybody has talked about how generous he is. I'm not taking that away. What Kevin Hart said was that when he was at that peak at his position, who did he lift up around him? What did he do? And then when Kevin got that opportunity,
if people are talking about him doing stuff for people, that's doing a lot. If he doesn't have the same platform, because Cat Williams. I'm saying Cat Williams. Yeah, I'm trying to say Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart has a bigger platform than Cat Williams.
Yes.
So
listen.
Kevin Hart.
So when
there's
Kevin
only
Hart
so much
was below Cat. Cat had the platform. That's the part that Kevin said, what did you do?
And that's where all of this generosity and all of this helping people comes from. I
asked you, who did he lift up under his team? Not the money part. Not giving out money.
I don't know who's on his team.
But I don't know who's on Kevin Hart's team because he lifted them. Because it's evident.
But it's just
that's my
yeah.
Opinion.
But it seems like you're trying to diminish what Kevin Hart has done.
Diminish.
I mean, not Kevin Hart, but I'm not Kevin Hart, but Cat Williams.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that most likely he could do what he could do. If he's going on tour and he's bringing comedians with him to open up for him so they can also get a name out there, that's doing what he could do. It's not like
correction. It's not a Kevin Hart without white people. It's not without cats. I'm sorry. MC talking about there's no Kevin Hart without Cat. No. If you notice, Kevin went skyrocket when he started doing movies with whom? Go back and watch it. What's that movie where Will Ferrell was about to go to jail and the literal cover is him braiding?
He was bigger than before. He was big before that.
No, I'm saying his movies. The Rock, all the movies he's done with The Rock. Kevin Hart does not 100% cater to us. Comedians that 100% cater to us was Cat.
He still does.
But he's not in movies like he used to be.
That's because he does.
That's because
according to him. Exactly. And if you're not getting, and if according to him, this is what he said. I'm not going to say he's lying. I'm not going to say he's telling the truth. I'm just going by what he said because I don't know the truth. I wasn't there with him. Mm-hmm. But if he's saying that he's not willing to compromise certain things to make it, mm-hmm. that's his decision.
Why don't he go on Tubi then?
I don't think Cat Williams needs Tubi. Why does he need Tubi?
They're main actors. No, he could be a producer on Tubi and do it his way. That's what I'm trying to say.
Everything he's doing now, he's doing it the way he wants to do it.
What movies?
Does he have to do movies?
He does stand up. T.I. does stand up.
Okay.
I'm talking about when you're doing stand up, you can do anything your way.
Yes.
That's my point. Is that
if he's getting the opportunity to do things, but in the scripts is telling him to do certain things that he does not agree with, I do not see anything wrong with declining it.
I don't either.
So
and I also know that if he has that reputation of saying he would never wear a dress, there will be roles that will come to him that doesn't require him to wear a dress.
But we don't know what other things they're requiring him to do. Or there might just
you walk around thinking that Cat Williams is being offered role after role.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
You have to wear a dress.
That's not.
Meanwhile, Cat came out and said that
I did not say that.
He put in his contract that the next movie that Ricky Smiley is going to be in, he needs to wear a dress. Why y'all believe in somebody that can't even come out? He said it's in his contract. Why didn't he bring the contract? Why hasn't he shown the contract?
I don't know. But guess what? Nobody that he's talked about has denied a word that he said.
You know why? A lot of these people are not going to entertain this drama because they're not trying to hurt their brand.
No. They've entertained it. They just have not said, no, it's not true.
Who's entertained it?
Ludacris is entertained it. Didn't he clap back at him? If he clapped back at it, that means you entertain it.
Yeah, okay.
Kevin Hart is entertained it.
What did he say?
Oh, you didn't see the thing where he was on NBA Insider?
Not even.
Oh yeah, all him and his group did.
They clowned him.
That's all they did. Clown him.
Okay.
That's all they did was clown him.
Steve Harvey?
Cedric.
Did Steve Harvey?
That's the only person that's quiet. That's not even saying a word.
I wonder why. Who's the richest out of all of them?
Kevin Hart.
And after Kevin, it's Steve Harvey.
Okay.
You think they're going to actually risk entertaining that clown? All their endorsements they got?
All I'm saying is that
all their money they got?
All I'm saying is that if there's certain things that are false, you should defend yourself.
Yeah.
And not have the world of public opinion think that things are true. Now, if you just want to keep, because even with the rumors that was about his wife,
who?
he came out and corrected that.
Who?
Steve Harvey. The stuff with his wife, he came out and corrected that.
What about his wife?
When they said his wife was cheated on him,
mm-hmm.
He came out quick, in a hurry.
His wife is his brand,
right?
Yeah. So he has to set his brand right, so that his money keeps coming in.
Right. So if what this man is saying it is about your brand, also,
it's about him.
No, it's also about his brand, because he's also said that Steve Harvey does not write his own material.
What is it? Steve Harvey's no longer a comedian. So what are you talking about?
But the fact that they're saying that his whole come up was off of other people's material.
They've been saying that for years.
That's still.
They've been saying that for years. Everybody said Bernie Mac was the funniest one.
Nobody. I'm not saying funniest. I said that you're taking other people's material
so that you can be better. You're stealing, so you can be better.
If you're taking other people's material, that means you're stealing, plagiarizing.
Drake did it. Jay-Z did it.
Is it right?
No, but that's how you eat. That's what I'm trying to tell you, bro. That's how people eat.
But
I never said it was right. But
that's my point. But that's the point I'm making. It's not, if it's true, that means that you deceived and you've lied your way up to where you are. And morally, isn't that bad?
I feel like if you try to entertain defending yourself in certain situations, you can do more damage than you can do just not saying anything. Thank you. That's all I'm trying to say is that and Cat is not a person that you, like, if you and I were going at it, you say something, I say something, we both dap it up, and we'll see each other when we see each other. Cat, did you not see a video of Cat doing that race? He was in a gym somewhere running like he was Flash. You know what I'm saying? So Cat is ready for any smoke. I never denied that. Cat is a man that's walking around with every gun, every bullet, every bazooka for anybody who's going to come at him, right? These people that he's shot the bazooka at are looking and like, that came from Cat? I'm not worried about that.
Okay. If you well, I mean,
I will tell
if
you
you think
this
so,
right
I don't
now
think so.
with every conviction in me.
I don't think so.
If Kevin Hart came on a podcast, on a radio show, on an interview, and he started talking about Steve Harvey, the way Cat did, and then Kevin went from Steve Harvey and he went to Said, and then from Said he went to Michael Blackson, the whole world will be on fire.
I just don't see anything wrong with if he's telling the truth. I don't see anything wrong with what he did. I really don't, because it's letting people know how this industry really functions. A lot of people don't know how this industry functions, and when they're trying to get into it, it's too late. Now they're stuck trying to make. Am I supposed to keep my lights on, or am I going to think about my dignity and morals? And now people can have an insight on in advance on, do I really want to go through this, or what am I going to do? How am I going to maneuver in this lane?
He could have used a lesson without throwing in these people.
But if people can avoid these people, then I don't see anything wrong with it. Because perfect example, we speaking of when this dude Desi Banks, when he was I don't know what show he was on, but then what's his name, the guy that's really good at switching his voices, he was on Saturday Night Live.
I know you're talking about this.
Jay Farrell. He was on the interview with Jay Farrell. He said, what was one of the most important things that somebody told you about the industry, what you shouldn't do? What's the best advice? They said, stay away from the Diddy Mansion.
Yeah.
So if you can warn people beforehand about certain people.
Can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
This is what they warned Desi about, or they warned
they warned Desi about before he became who he was now.
How old do you think Desi is?
In his 20s.
Okay. You mean to tell me there's not a 20-year-old right now that hasn't heard of a Diddy story from back in the day? Or multiple Diddy stories?
They young. 20 years, 20, they young, bro.
The internet is also there.
But no 20-year-old until recently was going to saying, let's find out what happened in the Diddy Mansion years ago. Nobody's doing that.
But they were following 50 Cent. And 50 Cent has called out.
And
50 Cent has called out Diddy since Get Rich or Die Trying.
You're right. And people thought he was lying.
No.
Some people thought he was lying. Some people thought he was lying.
No.
Some people thought he was lying. Not everybody.
No.
Some people thought he was lying.
No.
Because some of the stuff he said, some of the stuff he was saying did sound outrageous. Some stuff that he was saying did sound outrageous.
It did. But that's them saying that 50, now you're going too far.
Right.
But they knew the allegations with Diddy has always been.
But we didn't know it was this bad. We did not know it was this. Like,
we can say
like 50 Cent knew how bad it was and he was saying it. But we were just like, all right, that's what it was.
Okay,
it was
but
more like.
It took the what's the guy named? The guy that was with Desi? What's his name?
Jay Farrell.
So it took Jay Farrell to say stay away from the Diddy Mansion.
To tell him that, yeah. To tell him that. I'm not talking about everybody else, but to tell him that, because he was like, because when he said that he was told about it, he was like, oh, for real. So he didn't know about the take that mansion.
Not a lot of people. We don't know about the mansion.
But that's what I'm saying. They were saying
that if you get close to Diddy at a party, he's gonna make you take that. This is my firm belief. And I say this with no disrespect, because I am black. He's black. Our sound engineer is black. We as black people love drama. We're engulfed in drama.
You're right.
We love it.
It's exciting. It's exciting. It gets your what's the word? It gets your adrenaline running.
It also gets you to be a judge, the jury, and executioner, right?
Yeah.
You get under the comments and say, I knew it. Or, F Kevin Hart. We need to do this. We need to do that. I knew, all these men wearing dresses and blah, blah, blah. Let's get one thing very straight. On this earth, within the black community, we have different people. We have people that will go out there and wear a dress. And we have men that go out there and it's over their dead body when you see them in a dress. Right? That person's morals and that person's morals is between them and God,
or whoever they believe in.
The upper, the upper, yeah, exactly.
But I believe in God, though. I believe in God. Just let y'all know I do.
And nigga saying like his mama watching. I need tell daddy.
I said I do. I'm a believer. I'm a believer. No.
So with that being said,
go ahead.
I want us to understand that the Diddy's, the R. Kelly's, the Bill Cosby's, the all the people that Cat had called out. And you notice he never called out the Waynes, and they did white chicks, right?
Yes, but like I said, there are people. I think the people because let's be real. We've never heard of the Wayans brothers stealing jokes.
No,
we never heard. And they are actually funny.
And I also
they are actually funny.
Exactly. I believe it's also considering the fact that it's an army of funny people.
Yeah, so they're all funny. All the Wayans are funny. All the Wayans are funny. But there are levels to their funny. There are levels to their funny, but they're all funny.
Listen to this. All five of them get together Thanksgiving, and they roasting the freak out of a particular topic. They just going in, and then Marlon Wayans has a special like the next week, and he says every joke that they all did. You think Damien or Marlon or the sister are gonna be like, this mother stole my joke? They're gonna be like, it's easier for a family of the funny people to get away with jokes and not get in trouble. But
what's he doing? Is he saying these are? Is he coming out? Is he making it seem like it's his joke? Yeah. No, but I'm saying, is he like saying, well, I was at dinner and
yes.
And Sean said this,
his joke.
but he's saying Sean said this.
No, he didn't say that.
He's just saying he's making it saying like
boy Mike was there. Mike has said
they don't lie. Marlon doesn't lie about.
I'm not saying he does, but I'm saying if he did that, Sean won't have a problem.
Well, plus that's my family.
That's exactly and they're a family of funny people.
Yeah.
So stealing like jokes, you're keeping it in the family. We all gonna eat. Versus, when I sit down and I watch. I can honestly tell you, I can sit down and watch a Chris Tucker stand-up, and I probably won't laugh. Same thing with Kevin Hart, and I probably won't laugh. But I can sit down and watch Bernie Mac. I can sit down and watch. There's a white guy,
Gary Owens. And
yes, he said, He said he was propositioned.
Okay,
he said he came out with his alleged.
Cat Williams said that's the reason why he hasn't
crossed.
Exactly.
You see? And when he meant cross, he means the riches and everything that's coming to him as a white man hasn't happened because
he should be
Gary Owens.
He's a funny white man.
He's extremely funny.
He's a funny white man. I'm not going to lie.
And this is my point. He's also a man that says, "I don't get down like that." I believe that, you see, this is a difference that I believe is the ultimate tell of a human being's soul, is if you can be bought. If you can be bought, you sold your soul. You're no longer relevant to a multiple of people. Because if I'm able to call our sound engineer in here, and me and Lio say we got $10,000, and she's like, we will never in our lives see her the same way, right? She is of no value to us. So if Diddy is saying that, I'll sign you, but you gotta take that. You know what I'm saying?
And people want fame. People want money.
And some people need money. This is where this is where the devil is dancing, because some people really need that money for their kids and their wives. And they go do a little something strange. They do a little something strange for some change, and they have to go home and look at their wife.
But the thing is that you didn't have to.
Exactly.
That's the difference between having to and not having to. Mm-hmm. People say I had to a lot of times, and you really didn't have to. You made the choice, and stick with the choice. I'm not judging you. I'm not here to judge you. That's between you and the Creator, or whatever you believe in. But my thing is that you can't ask for something, and then when the consequences come, act like you a victim when you actually made that decision.
But that's what Cat is doing. He didn't want to wear a dress. He didn't want to do this and that. Okay, they did. Let them do what they want to do.
But the thing is that he's not complaining about not getting movie roles. He's not complaining about
hurt that he's not getting these roles. I think so. Because your pocket hurts a little bit, and I'm not taking anything away from.
You think it's you? Do you really think? I'm not saying that he's extremely rich or he's like top whatever in the world, but you really think he's hurting for money right now?
I think even rich people can be uncomfortable with their money, that they need that money to come back up.
But how do we even know his money went down?
It's like your gas tank because he hasn't had work in a long time.
But from what I hear, he does tours almost every year.
Every year, you get bills every month.
Yeah, but but the thing is that if you're selling out places and you're making millions in a year.
Remember you said he's very generous.
Yeah.
So all that money is not staying frugal within his bank account.
But let's not count his money because we don't know how his money's going. We don't know how his money's going.
Diddy's a devil. The past few years has been very telling. I was one of the people that didn't know all of the allegations. Cat goes on sold out tours. I don't think his pockets are hurting. Touring pays. I'm not saying that. I'm telling you right now that if they sign my cousin here to the NBA for 5 years, right?
Yeah.
And they sign you for $100 million. By your 4th year, your money's not the same, even though you're still rich. But that's what I'm trying to say.
NBA contracts are different. Your first year you might get a certain amount of money.
No, but
and then the second year goes up, might go up.
All that money's in your bank account. The $150 million is your bank account.
150 million?
Yes. By year 4, you're still rich, but your money is not the same. I'm not saying he's hurting for money.
But we don't know what he does with the money. He might invest. He might do other stuff to bring in more money. We don't know that.
You're right.
That's what I'm saying. We can't really say if he's hurting for money or not. I'm just going by like from what I hear, he's on tour a lot. And when you go on tour, you make a lot of money. I think you make more money on doing tours than you do doing
movies?
TV shows. I won't say movies. As a comedian doing movies, I think you do make more money on tours than I do think you make more money on tours than doing TV shows as a comedian. Now, if you actually a movie star,
I think
that's different.
I think it's also your status.
Yes, the type of
like
your want. How many people want you?
Angela Bassett does TV.
Yeah,
I think it's a 911 show, Chicago 911. Okay, and she makes a lot of money.
Yeah, she makes a lot of money.
Right, and I think a lot of these actors they're making more money off doing TV than they are doing movies.
Yeah,
so they're opting to do. But yeah, you and I both agree that Hollywood is weird. I do also believe that there should be a warning for everybody that's going into Hollywood, because there's a very dark side to Hollywood that some people don't know about. You're right. Some people are not either glued to the social media, or some people are just not glued to the actual topic of a certain person. But I believe at the same time that Cat could have used he could have done this a different way. I feel like we love drama, and the fact that he's still buzzing right now is the fact that we believe everything that he said was 100% relevant, because you said nobody on the opposite side has responded, and I've told you that some of these people have just probably chosen the mature side not to respond. And it happens.
I mean, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, it happens all the time. Today, I believe I saw a video of Ricky Smiley crying on his live, and people were going in on him, saying that Cat Williams made him cry. But the truth was that I think today's the anniversary of his son that died, I believe, a year ago.
Yeah, I didn't think he had to mention his kid in the interview either.
So you can. I think he could have. Exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. Cat went in there with every bullet ready to fire at anybody that was coming at him. And Shannon Sharpe said it. He said, "I'm cool with a lot of these people." He said, "I had to be neutral. I just had to sit there and let this man just talk." And Shannon Sharpe has said, "You should have seen how he was acting before the show even started. Speak your truth." I'm not saying he was lying. There is an avenue for everything. If you want to teach these younger actors what to and what not to look out for, you could do that a whole different way than you going on a black show. And I think this is the highest podcast ever. I think they showed he had like 15 million
I think it's going up.
It's still going to go
I
up.
think it's still going up.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, there's certain things that I believe he could have not said or said worded it differently. I think I do believe though that, if we're going to, especially him shining the light on what's going on
in Hollywood,
and yeah, I don't see anything wrong with that part.
No.
I agree that, him not. I agree that some people may not be answering because of their brand, and
they just choose the mature side not to
yeah,
respond.
but it also sometimes does make you look bad by not responding.
It does.
And so, it's a whole mess. I do agree with that, but I'm glad that other comedians are also speaking about their experiences also. Like Gary Owen has.
Mhm.
Gary Owen spoke about his. Another guy, comedian, I can't remember his name, dark skinned guy. He's been if I remember his name, I'll remember and I'll say it. But he's speaking about his experience, and a lot of comedians are speaking about what they experienced as a comedian, trying to come up in the community.
Yeah.
And I think Cat Williams brought that out because we weren't hearing all of this before.
We weren't.
So I think this is good. It has its good and it has its bad.
You're right.
But yeah, we'll see. We'll keep our ears to the ground and see what else happens, and if anybody else is going to say anything. But right now,
y'all tune into his next Netflix special. He might just, he might go.
Oh,
he might go after Bill. He might go after Bill. That island, that list that came out.
Yeah, that list.
We'll talk about that next week.
Well, I got to see the list first, because if I see that list and I see I'm hearing about certain people's names.
See, LeBron was on that list.
I heard.
We'll be back next week.
With
we
that.
Gotta pray about that one
because
Lakers traffic. We out. How was LeBron on that list,
bro?